Gamer Ahmer here. So here we are back with another toy video. So all of these items are some that you may remember from the 90s if you loved fast food and going to Burger King to get all of their toys. So this is kind of a follow-up video to one that I already previously did on the Simpsons items, where I had that original artwork, some of those proofs and display pieces that would have been used to actually create those toys that you would have gotten at Burger King. So today this is going to be all about the Rugrats and a little bit of a throwback to the 90s. So let's go ahead and see what I scored. So just as I have actually stumbled upon all of this stuff here, I just can't be any more happier. So all of this stuff is related to Burger King, and I have some of the original artwork, the proofs, the drawings, the sketch paper, everything that would have been used to go ahead and create these toys back in the day at Burger King as a part of their Burger King Kids Club meals. So all of this stuff is just that amazing promotional item stuff, some of the toys, and just everything that was a blast from the past. So make sure you guys check out that Simpsons video that I did from all of that Alcone marketing stuff, all of that amazing drawing, artworks, proofs, everything else that would have been used to create those Simpsons toys back in the day. And now we're on to Rugrats, so I can't wait to show off everything that I scored. So we'll just quickly go ahead and recap what it was like going into Burger King back in the day. Of course, you would get your awesome crayons. So you would have had these amazing crayons, and this is just so cool, as we have all of these different Rugrats characters on here. These were never actually used, so some of this stuff is just pretty awesome to have. And then of course, some more of this cardboard stuff that had not been used. Who remembers the fry holders? So of course, just some more cardboard. You'd actually put these together, and you would go ahead and put your fries in here, and you just have so much stuff. It was really in your face advertising for the Rugrats movie, with not just the toys but everything else as well. So just to kind of keep going, we have all of these different little magazines right here. These would have been things that you could have gotten as well. So here we have a whole stack of these Volume 9 Issue 8 of the Burger King Kids Club Adventure. And this one is actually really cool because it showcases this amazing artwork on here by all of these different Rugrats characters. And then we have these little activity guides in here, so you could go ahead and turn this into a photo box, and you just cut it out on the dotted lines. This is more of like a little activity set that would keep you busy. And then right here we have this cool little checklist which shows you all of the different watches that you could get at Burger King, and then all of these different toys. So right here it says, these babies are more fun than a barrel of circus monkeys. Collect all 12 and check them off one by one. There's one free in every kids club meal. We're giving out 2 each week. Don't miss out. Make sure you collect them all. So of course this was a way to keep going back to Burger King to try and collect all of the different toys in this little set here. And then of course we have another one. This is Volume 9 Issue 2. So this one is also Nickelodeon Rugrats related. You have some more stuff in here, and you have this, so you could go ahead and cut out, put it around your door. You have one for the Rugrats. It says enter at your own risk. And then of course we have this one in the back here for some more of the toys that you could have gotten. So this is definitely pretty helpful to have this stuff. Even this little Blockbuster preview guide was in here. Of course it has some of the items that you could actually get as well. So that is also Rugrats related. And then this little like placemat that showcases all of the different watches. Some more of these toys and little activity sets on here. And then even these Rugrats bags from Burger King. Just crazy to see all of this stuff. So Rugrats the movie, of course we have Tommy Pickles on here. And he looks like he is ready for an adventure like he was in the movie. Then we have the smaller bag from Burger King. Of course you have Tommy and his younger brother. And then we have all of these different bags here, so they just kind of showcase some of the different characters. And then all of the different toys on the back. And these are some images from the movie. Looks like we have a lot of the same ones. And then of course we have Tommy again. And then we have this one of Tommy and Chucky. And then even Chucky again. So this is definitely pretty cool. We have all of the different watches that you could have gotten back in the day. So of course, we have these Rugrats movie watches. You have these 4 different ones with the Angelica. You have Reptar, Tommy, and Chucky here. We even have these 2 little tapes that were actually advertised right here, Volume 1 and Volume 2 from the Blockbuster. But the reason why I'm actually showcasing all of this stuff is actually leading me up to the toys and some of the original prints that would have actually made this. And then this box is completely filled of all of these toys. So I'll have to zoom in on all of these toys here. It even shows you some of these images as well of these pretty awesome characters, some of the holiday ones as well. And just a full set here, completely sealed inside of this box. Now, there was actually a lot of work that went into actually putting all of this stuff together, getting all of this promotional stuff together, and it wasn't actually done by Burger King. There was actually a company that actually made all of these proofs, and they went back and forth on trying to get all of these kind of together. So here I have some of this one of one. These are the only ones out there of these amazing prints and sketches and just drawings. So right here, this is actually a watch. One of the original watches that they were actually going to design before they decided on some of these other ones. So of course we have Susie Carmichael, and this would have been part of the Rugrats holiday toys if this would have actually came to life. And then it tells you on here they have different colors as well. Aqua blue, you could change it out to orange. It says change to Angelica, not Susie. And then we have some more of these really awesome designs on some toys that I would have loved to actually see. And then we have right here these little sketches. So this would have been a part of the gift series. This is Pop Goes the Dill. And then right here we have this. This would have been another character, another set right here. Rugrats Toy Series, Dill's Holiday Toys. And then of course we have this where it's drawn out and it tells you the different colors that they were going to go ahead and do on here. And then we even have this original sketch. And then we have some more of these as well. We have this one, a part of the gift series premium. This is Glow Spike Glow. So I'm assuming that his nose would have lit up just like Rudolph. And then we have this watch, which was drawn out. So this one's pretty cool. And this one also shows different colors as well added on here. So watches were definitely a big thing back in the day at Burger King. And this is just so cool to have. They did it for pretty much every, series that was major. So Rugrats, The Simpsons. Then we have this Jump-In Jinglers. We have this one with Angelica. And then we even have this one, which is all of these characters on here. So some of the main ones. It says old art, do not use. And this one also says old art, do not use. So this would have been a part of the holidays as well. And then of course we have Phil and Lil. This is also a part of the Rugrats gift series. This would have been the Candy Carousel. And just kind of how this whole entire process goes. And then on to some more of these sketches. So here we have this Burger King's Club Adventures. This is just like those magazines that we saw. This is kind of like how they would have drawn it up. So it says collect all 12, just like one of them actually showed. Has all of the different little spots on here for the different toys. And then the watches. And then it even shows here some kind of Polaroids drawn up of these little images on here. This kind of little says Lost in Hollywood. We have all of these different little kids club members on here and this little maze. So this is definitely pretty cool to see, as in some of these you'll actually see the same sort of little imaging that they chose. And then this one right here, just on the back, it says collect all 12, and then they even show the watches. So that was kind of an early version of what this actually turned into. So that is definitely pretty sweet. And then on here you see some of the activities as well, and then this image. So definitely cool to see that, of how this actually turned into that. And then even this part right here where it has all of the different 12 of the actual toys on here. And then of course the watches, so a little checklist as you go. And then this is pretty sweet as well, because here we have this tracing paper on here. So this is exactly what they would have used. So as we can see this kind of side by side, you'll see this beautiful final draft of what this first one actually was starting to be. So this is actually really cool. So you kind of see all of the different characters drawn across here. You'll see some changes on this final product, but this is actually very cool. And then you'll even see this kind of tracing. It says, "You'll wet your diapers." So we have all of these different figures that you could have actually gotten, and then of course the watches. So as we see this kind of pair up as well, it's definitely pretty cool. Now they did change some things up, but you'll see pretty much all of these different toys. Of course this one right there. So you'll just see kind of how they actually are, and how some of the toy ideas changed over time. So it's just crazy to see how this was actually drawn out and how this came to light. And then we have this kind of final notice right here. So this is the change notice of what they actually wanted when they were drawing up this contract, and the different dates on here. And then of course on the back here is kind of more so one of the finalized proofs. But of course it even changed a little bit since then. So on here it'll kind of show the different changes. So you can even see that some of this is a little bit different, as this one kind of has a lot going on in the background. And then this one was the final product that they actually simplified a little bit. And then even the back here, you'll see that they just went with a plain blue as opposed to all of this, which they were going to do. And then the same with this stack right here, another change notice. And then all of these huge proofs of how that was going to turn out, which they actually changed that up as well. So then we have this one, and then this was actually the final draft. So they actually changed up the green here, they changed up the different characters, they kind of switched them around. And this is volume 9 issue 8. And then of course with the back here as well, they even changed that of how they were drawing it out with these watches. They just kind of decided to simplify some of these and then move them over so that they could go ahead and get the watches bigger on here to go ahead and advertise that. So this is just crazy to me that I have some of this final proof style. Even here it has just how it was before it actually got released, the approval sheet of what it actually looked like, and then seeing how it actually came to be and finalized out. So that is just beyond crazy to me. So I'll go ahead and kind of hone in on some of this stuff so that you guys can see it a little bit better, and then I'll go ahead and focus on a bunch of these toys here for the Rugrats movie, and that way you guys can see kind of how this was actually came about, and the final steps, and just making all of these amazing toys. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this stuff. Did you ever think about the process that went into some of these things that we know and love today? Do you remember all of this promotional stuff when you went to Burger King, when they had the Rugrats and the Rugrats movie? Let me know in the comments below, and of course thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.